Hey, what's up guys? Devin here with Backcountry Exposure. On the table is the Osprey Exos 38 backpack, which is perfect for somebody that's looking for a pack to save a lot of weight and a lot of space moving into a lightweight or an ultralight setup. So stay tuned. Before I get too deep into all of the things that I love about this pack and some of the things that I don't love about it, I want to just reference, if you are wanting to see this pack full of all of the gear that I take with me in a 38 liter size pack, please reference my 11-pound backpacking gear list video. The Exos is a more lightweight option than some of the others. The Talon series is a good option for somebody looking to save some weight, but let's go ahead and get into the very specific things about the Exos that I really like. So I was looking for something less than 40 liters, and this is the medium size Exos 38, which is the true 38 liter. The large size of this is a 40 liter, and the small is a 36 liter. Cool options or features about this pack are that the top of the bag is removable, or the brain, or whatever you want to call this top pocket. This can be removed from the pack, and I'll show you that here in a few minutes. But I was also looking at the Kestrel 38 backpack, and a big part of the reason two reasons I didn't go with that pack are because the top was not removable and the weight of the pack was almost 4 pounds. So this is still something that you should consider in that range if you are looking at the Kestrel series. First thing that I will make note of that I really love about this pack, and I love the expansion type function that you get from this, and that is this front pocket on the pack that has a really nice stretchy material, a really nice breathable mesh, so you can put all sorts of things in here. I put my water filter, which is my Sawyer mini system. I put any damp socks or clothing, bandana. I put my bear rope, all sorts of things in here that allow for a lot of stretch and a lot of space to put extra things that you may not want to have deep down inside of your pack, especially if you're removing the top pocket. You basically have this pocket, the side pockets, and then the main compartment. You don't have any other pockets inside. So if you have little things that you want access to easy, then this is where you're going to want to put those. Other great benefits about this bag are Osprey has paid a lot of attention to keeping things very minimal and lightweight. So all of your connection pieces for your clips are lightweight, and your nylon straps are nice and lightweight and thin. Your compression straps on the side of the bag are also thin and lightweight, and those are all aspects of ways that they save weight for you on the pack. So let's go ahead and talk about the brain, or the top pocket. And excuse me while I take this off. So let's go ahead and talk about, while I'm doing this, the overall weight of this pack is 2 pounds, 0.14 ounces. So when you take off this top pocket, you're saving yourself 4 ounces of weight, which makes the pack a total of 1 pound, 14 ounces. And the benefit of the Exos is they do include this little flap that is sewn into the top of the pack to act as a cover for when you cinch down the top of the pack and you want to have a little bit more compression, or added security to the pack and cover from the elements or whatever you need to have, so that this isn't just the collar of the drawstring of the pack shown and things being able to get inside of that. So that is a great feature. It just clips in like it would with the top pocket, and it tucks inside of the pack nice and easy. Top pocket again has a very large internal pocket on the top. You've got plenty of space. and then you have your standard mesh pocket that's good for like maps or for like first aid kits, things that are nice and thin that can slide in there. I put my keys and my wallet and stuff in there as well, so that's nice and handy. You've got sewn loops here on the top that allow for you to lash things to the top of the pack if you need to, so there's options for that as well. Let's go ahead and look at the inside of this. You have this cool strap here that allows you to connect this once you are done packing the bag and pull that nice and tight, and it allows everything to kind of come nice and tight against the back of the pack. You do have a hydration sleeve inside of the pack. This is not external like you do have with some of the Osprey products, but this is an internal hydration sleeve, which is something I personally don't use. I don't backpack with hydration systems. I just use smart water bottles now. In the past, I've used Nalgene bottles. Very nice, easy to use drawstring closure, and then just a easy pull tab here to open it up. That's a great system. I'm really happy with that. Let's talk about the compression and the cinch, being able to cinch down the load of the pack so that it has everything nice in a tight setup. Like I mentioned before, you've got nice, thin, good, high quality nylon straps. These have the ability to just pull tight and then you pull it back, pull it, because what they've done here in the middle is you've got a two-piece system that buckles down on itself, so it makes it get really tight. You've got a strap tensioner down there, and then you've also got one down inside of the pocket here, which this is another great benefit of the Osprey packs, is you do have the option to have the compression and the cinching on the inside of the pocket or the outside of the pocket. So that's a great benefit. These pockets are really nice. You've got a lot of stretchy material, same as you've got here in the front pocket. I'll talk about that more here in just a second. And then down on the bottom, I've actually removed this, but you've got a piece of nylon strap that connects to these here, so you can attach like a chair or a pad or whatever you have. Like I typically would put my Crazy Creek on this right here, but I've not been taking a chair with me in the past few trips, so I've actually taken that off just to save some weight and to not have a piece of cord hanging down on the bottom. So let's go ahead and flip over the pack and show you the suspension system, the waist belt, and the shoulder straps. On the shoulder straps, your padding on the shoulder comes down to right here only, and then they've saved a lot of weight through this piece of strap that comes down from about your collar, just under your collarbone, down past your chest area. I haven't noticed any problems with that. Something to keep in mind though with this series of packs is the shoulder straps are sewn into the pack. You do not have the ability to adjust the height of the straps. So make sure that you properly fit yourself and measure for the size of pack that you need. So you can see here I've got the medium, which is a 18 to 21 inch torso length. I'm about a 19-inch torso, and this is really a perfect size for me. But make sure that you are able to try this on, because I have a friend of mine that said he's got like a 20, 21-inch torso, and the large is still too small for him. It's just the straps don't come down far enough for him. I like the added mesh pocket here that's really good for on-the-go snacks like a bar. I typically keep a knife attached in here, and I've got bug spray that I've put in here before. So I've taken this on a couple trips so far and just so incredibly impressed with the overall performance of the pack. But I did notice that, and this is to get into the suspension a little bit more, that the airspeed system, which you've got kind of like a trampoline style back here where You've got a gap of space. You can see I can slide my hand back behind there. This does have a full aluminum frame as well, just as a quick tangent. But my back still gets nice and sweaty. I don't know if that's just a personal thing and if other people have had better performance with this, but it does the job. I can feel when I push my back away from the pack airflow a little bit, but it doesn't really do anything here on the hip belt because that is so close contact to your back. I just get sweaty right there, and it is what it is, so you just kind of have to deal with it. But it's a really great system. I've been very happy with it. It's really comfortable, and it handles the load really well. So speaking of that, let's talk about the waist belt. Awesome waist belt that has a lot of adjustment through the straps themselves. Just like the straps on the shoulders, you don't have the ability to adjust on, it's like fit on the fly that some of the other packs have. You don't have that here. They're sewn in and they are fixed. Really nice big pockets here. I'm able to get a pretty small compact like point and shoot camera. I can get my cell phone in there and then like other snacks and things. But I have noticed that when I am taking a little bit larger loads, so this pack is meant to carry no more than 30 pounds, which the most I've carried in it is 25 pounds. But even in that load that I had of about 25 pounds, I noticed that the waist belt was not carrying the weight as well as it has in like my Atmos 65, for example, which is a much different style backpack. But these straps, for whatever reason, right along the middle, it feels like that is the only piece of the belt that is really supporting. And so it put a lot of pressure on my hip, and overall was incredibly comfortable. But I did notice after a long day that it wasn't as comfortable than it could have been. So just keep in mind that you don't want to load this pack with more than probably 25 pounds. That's pushing it. But you've got a 38-liter backpack here as well, so you got to make sure that you're paying attention to what your weights are for a pack of this size. Bigger packs are obviously going to have a more robust suspension system on them. So for what the size of the pack is, it is adequate and it works really well. I love that the strap doesn't hang down into your crotch and all of that. That just drives me nuts on a pack. On the pocket, to get back to that, what I love about this is you've got a cutout on the side as well as the top entry, but I can put a smart water bottle into this pocket and not have to take the pack off. I can just reach to my side, use my right hand, since I'm talking about the right pocket, use my right hand to pull the pocket out, and then the bottom of the bottle in my left hand, and I just slide the top up, and then I can push the bottle down in, and it makes it super easy. But that's with this smart water bottle and not a Nalgene. The Nalgene is going to be a little bit more difficult, but I recommend that everybody start using smart water bottles instead of Nalgenes for backpacking. So that is basically all of the nitty-gritty things about the pack. Some of the things that I really like about it, some of the things I don't like about it. But overall, this is my absolute favorite backpacking backpack I have ever owned, which is hard to say because I have my Cotopaxi Toboche 55, which I absolutely love. I had a Mountain Smith for a long time that was an incredible backpack, super durable. And I have several other Osprey packs that just function so well. They're comfortable, they're easy to carry on your back, and really good designs. But for my lightweight, ultralight setup that I'm trying to achieve, this was the ultimate route to go. And the benefit of it is I'm not compromising so much weight that I still get a aluminum frame as opposed to a frameless pack, and I can carry a little bit heavier loads that way if I want to. So there's a little bit flexibility in the design of the pack than if I went with something like Gossamer Gear or Climate, where a frameless pack I have to be much more conscious about the type of load that I'm carrying and how I pack the backpack, and et cetera, et cetera. So there you go, guys. That is the Osprey Exos 38, as you see here. Comes in a blue and gray color as well, and this green and black is awesome. Just a fantastic backpack with a few things that are not great on the comfort level when you overload it, but the design of it is great. The construction quality of it is great, something that you would expect to be really high and professional from a brand like Osprey. So there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not, and we'll catch you out on the mountains later.